Dipset Reloaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter Man. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Y'all see where to follow your boy at. Hit the like button also. I appreciate that, man. Y'all see the title of this one, man. Let's talk about it, man. Oh, boy. Wow. 2025. Here we go, man. Jim Jones, compo status, one-eye Willie, goony goo-goo. Isn't that what he used to say back in the day? Whatever. Right? So Jim Jones was on the podcast having an interview, sit down, whatever you call it these days, with Justin LeBoy, right? And he opened up about a few things, and obviously the conversation where everyone is talking about is his relationship or non-relationship or former relationship with Camron and Mace. It seemed like whenever that Jim talks about Mace, it seems to be like, I don't want to use the word disdain. I'm not going to use the word hate. He might just not rock with him. You can just tell Jim does not rock with Mace at all. I think Jim Jones is looking at this whole situation like, all right, Cam, I was around you in the beginning stages of Mace, and he broke down some things and stuff, and I didn't like how Mace was treating you or treating us on the come up. Him not being in the horse and carriage video maybe and all that. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Walk with me quick. I talk this hip hop shit. ARP, I know you somewhere listening. ARP. What's an ARP? Anyway. Now, that's what I truly believe, man. That Jim probably looked at it like, dog, yeah, Cam and Mace. You got to remember now, Cam and Mace are from Harlem. They came up together. They were in high school together. They did music together. Right, and there's always gonna be love there. Even and a sidebar. I understand when Cam and Mace was going back and forth. A lot of you niggas is acting like that Oracle diss song by Mace was like that. It wasn't like that, son. It was not like that. It was alright. I be acting like that joint is a top 20 diss track of all time. No, it was not. Oracle joint was alright. No, 3. That shit was fire. Get out of here with that shit. It was alright. All right, now boom, let's stay focused. Now we all know the story with Jim and Cam. Jim and Mace and everything like that, right? Now Jim and Cam is a dynamic here because you gotta understand something. I'm talking 9-7, 9-8, 9-9. I'm talking horse and carriage era. I'm talking Rap City era when Dipset was walking around with big legs and everything like that. These niggas doing cartwheels and everything. I'm from that era. That's where I remember these niggas from. You dig what I'm saying? And Jim wasn't known as a rapper. He was doing, if anything, Jim, to his credit, he was directing videos, a lot of videos. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. We didn't look at Jim as a MC, as a rapper, or one of those guys and anything like that. You know what I mean? You go back to Horse and Carriage. It wasn't like he was part of Horse and Carriage with Big L, Bloodshed, and McGruffin. Was it McGruffin? Horse and Carriage? Been the rest of them niggas and everything like that. R.I.P. HUD 6. So it wasn't like Jim was rapping and we was like, oh, Jim was dumb nice. No. Cam, R.I.P. Bloodshed, like them, you know what I mean? And then what's Cam's first album? Drugs, the Drugs album, right? Well, Confessions of Fire. Pardon me. Confessions of Fire. It wasn't like Jim we wasn't checking for Jim like that. It wasn't checking for Jim like that on SDE. You know what I mean? It wasn't. And another sidebar. Listen, man. I see niggas is arguing with me on Twitter that Jim Jones they'll take Jim Jones over Camron. And I say, well, right now or overall? Because if we're talking about overall, Jim Jones has never been a better MC, a better rapper than Camron Giles. Never in life. Now, if you want to say after Balling, Jim was out of here, or maybe Crunk Music Time, or On My Way to Church mixtape, when he did all that, that's when I thought Jim was fired. But when Cam, J.R. Ryder, Joel Santana, hell, running them niggas was going to Hot 97 freestyling, nigga, Jim wasn't like that. We didn't want to hear you rap, respectfully. You know what I mean? You was the hype man. You know what I mean? I seen Jim and them and Camron and them back in 02 on Memorial Day weekend in Miami. You know what I mean? It's funny that Jim Jones got a album called Somewhere in Miami, right? Song called Somewhere in Miami. But I saw them niggas in Miami. Whatever, never either here nor there again. All right? But to Jim's credit, though, He was the really one holding Dipset down from '06 to musically wise. Because Juelz was somewhere sipping syrup, wearing, looking like a dummy and shit, not making good music. You know what I mean? And Cam kind of fell back. Yeah, he had the Public Enemy mixtape, Purple Haze 2. He had a couple of joints that was all right there. But for the most part, Jim was holding it down. Like, yo, I'm not going to lie to you. Jim's Poem album, dogs. On production alone, Jimmy's Poem album was like that. It was like that. Yeah, you can say Max B was all over it and made it. That's why it's probably one of his best projects with Max B on there. Even though Jim Jones, I gotta give you the Archie Bunker Award just on this alone, my nigga. Who was that nigga that sounded like Jay-Z down with Bird Gang? NOE or some shit like that? But here's the thing with Dipset, man. Once Juelz went and got stuck with the whack-ass Skull Gang niggas, and Jim had Bird Gang, Freaky Zeke had 730. I don't care what the hell Freaky, who cares what Freaky Zeke had? And Cam, you know, so it was like, niggas branched out and started having different crews. And when you do that, bro, that's always gonna be, yeah, Wu-Tang had Killer Army, Sons of Man, and all that. Grave Diggers, Offspring, Wu-Tang niggas, but, you know what I mean? But anyway, so Jim goes on there, and he has a lot to say, man. Jim started with Mace and said he ain't do the right thing. Like, Jim wasn't holding back on his feelings and shit like that. Now, some things, I understand where Jim coming from, but some things are like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? He said, I watched Mace shit on Cam and everybody around him. So Jim's been there watching this shit. So Jim still holds that dead in his heart. Like, yo, I remember when this nigga was playing niggas. You know what I mean? And then Jim said, Cam and Mace so-called best friends. The way the so-called best friends. Jim, on the other spectrum, though, some people would say, you sound kind of salty, my dude. You sound kind of tight that you're mad that these niggas are made up and squash whatever grown man shit they had on and everything like that, and they piece they up, and you still have that in your heart. So if Cam is your man, then to me, you should be happy for your man that him and his man made up. You know what I mean? So, you know, like Jim feels like, yo, this nigga has no love. And Jim saying they never speak on talking about Camron, and because LeBoy asked them, what do you think about Camron and Mace making up and doing a show and you know, doing a show together. And then I don't know why Jim said he doesn't know why they never speak about the separation and shit like that. I think they've hinted on shit like that. But Jim, that means you're paying attention though, brother. You're paying attention. Now, when he was on Cam's show, and I'm talking about 50 Cent, you know, listen, Jim, I have no problem with Camron asking 50 Cent, yo, what was your mindset? What was you thinking about when you had Jim Jones and Juelz come on the show with you after these niggas was on Hot 97, 50 and them talking about Koch Records in the graveyard, Camron calls up there, they going back and forth. Then you got Curtis, and they did the diss songs and everything like that. Camron does a diss song called Curtis, and then 50 names the album Curtis right after that, man. You definitely, like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You definitely remember those days and shit like that. You know what I mean? But once again, sidebar, I do not have Jim Jones over Camron overall. You niggas are bugging. You niggas are out of pocket. Y'all are effing out of pocket. Okay? I don't even want to have the discussion. That's a nasty discussion to have. And I like Jim. I rock with Jim. But not overall. If you want to say, now your Cam gives freestyles here and there, cool. Overall, if Cam and Jim did a verses, man, Cam is spinning the block on this nigga, man. You know what I mean? But I'm not denying Jimmy at all. You feel me? And that was kind of foul. I ain't gonna lie. When Juelz and Jim Jones on stage with 50, that was a big conversation, man. That was big. I was like, yo, fam, how y'all niggas on stage with this nigga? Like, that's crazy. Now, you gotta look at it like this. Camron did allude that there was, you know, discrepancies in-house with the group and everything like that. But going against what you niggas, what's the word? Ops y'all be using this, I'll use your young nigga word. The ops, the opposition niggas you don't rock with, you're on stage with a nigga that we just had words with on the radio. That looked crazy. And really be honest, bro, that was the end of Dipset right there, bro. When Juelz and this nigga went on stage, bro, it was whatever problems they had before, Gasoline was thrown on that shit, man. And them niggas ain't never really been the same. Hence why on the verses, they got their ass kicked by the Locks. They got their ass handed to them. No continuity. Them niggas was there only for a check. Them niggas ain't giving shit. You can tell them niggas ain't rehearsed at all. Niggas just pulled up. Niggas probably didn't even drive together to the venue and shit. They didn't even drive together probably and shit. You could tell the Locks was locked in. You know what I'm saying? Dipset looked disgusting. It was nasty work. They weren't rocking with each other like that. You could just tell. You know what I mean? And then, Jim said, niggas on my DICK. Jim, that's crazy, my nigga. How are they on your DICK, on your jock strap? That's a legit question Camron's asking them. How are they on your thing? I think that's for Camron to bring that up and not bypass that. Let's address what happened back in years ago, my nigga. Like, I'm glad Cam went there. He didn't duck that at all. And I would love to know what 50 was thinking about. So how are niggas on your... How? That's crazy, bro. That don't make no sense. You sound foolish even saying some shit like that, bro. You know what I mean? Niggas on your Johnson. Bro, he had to ask that question. I'm glad he brought it up. Now, Jim Face started, like, growling up a little bit. I did what I wanted to do because the nigga who was who was the Don didn't take care of the capo or some shit like that. Like, he could tell he has some inner feelings still towards Cam. He even said that, sometimes niggas want you to do good, but not better than them. And that is true. A lot of niggas are like that, bro. Well, the niggas will say they want you to do good, but in actuality, they don't want you to do better than them. I don't know what that's a crazy thing about. You see, you know what, y'all? Me being older, I don't have those issues and shit like that as old head. Like I don't wish the demise on nobody. If I don't rock with you, I don't rock with you. But I don't wish the demise on nobody. I don't wish harm on nobody. I don't wish no bad. I don't have no malice intent towards nobody. I legit don't hate no one. Like I don't have no bad blood towards nobody. That doesn't mean I like people because a lot of people I do not like. A lot of people I do not like. Let me just tell you that right now. But that doesn't mean I don't. You stay over there, I stay over here, and we just good. You know what I'm saying? I don't rock with a lot of niggas, man. A lot of you niggas are just, and I have to look at it from an old nigga perspective. That's just how niggas are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect at all, right? But I would think through my bullshit ass blogging for over a decade here, that I die tomorrow. I hope somebody would say, "Well, 3 ain't never come up on some pompous shit and act like he better than people," because I'm not better than nobody. Okay? I'm not better than nobody. I'm happy to be here on some Jadakiss shit. Like, for real, my nigga. I'm happy to be here. One day we have a conversation about that. Laugh. Where's that Jadakiss or Little Fame from MOP, man? If you know, you know. We're going to talk about that laugh one day, bro. Was that from Jadakiss or Little Fame? Whatever. Let's stay focused, Street, man. Welcome me right quick in my Sheik Luch voice, man. Now, Jim I don't know. He just don't rock with the nigga, man. You don't rock with him. Jim said all the famous people know me and everything like that. I can't look out for you anymore because I'm trying to get lit and everything. Yeah, Jim, but we only know you from Camron. I'm not mad at you because of that. I'm not mad at you because of that. But we know you from Cam, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Jim said when niggas don't want to do as good as them, And he spoke about the High 97 situation. This is interesting though because Jim obviously he wasn't really co-signing Camron and 50 going back and forth. I guess he said he seen the way he came off. He had his eye on a prize and was talking about niggas doing shows together. Now I'm gonna applaud Jim Jones on that because I always say it's a travesty in New York City. Let me say this again to talk to New York right quick. It is a travesty in NYC from 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, right? We never got a Dipset, Locks, G-Unit concert. That is horrible. I know they went to Governor's Island and made all that. No. I'm talking about Dipset, Locks, G-Unit concert. Bruh, if we would have got that, we never got that. Never got that. And if you've been paying attention to me, I've said this for years. That's a hip-hop travesty. That's never happened, bro. Never. Come on, man. I was ass. Terrible. You know what I mean? But Jim talking about, that was some weak shit. That was some weak shit, Camron said. He just said, that's some weak shit. You know what I mean? And he said, you up there talking about Koch Records when a white man was like, yo, you know what I mean? He took a shot at 50 also and said they can't, how G-Unit can't dress and everything like that. Now, we all know 50. One thing, Jim, I'm going to be real with you, my nigga. You coming at 50 and Cam and Mace? Mace, all right, cool. But 50 and Cam? Mace ain't really like that. You know, but troll niggas, the troll gods are 50 Cent and Mace. I know 50 don't give a fuck about none of them niggas. Let's keep it tall. He's laughing right now, man. You think he gives a fuck about Camron? Come on, man. Let's keep it tall. No, you don't. You know? Now, here's a funny thing about this situation and shit, right? When 50 and Cam was having a back and forth and 50 doing funeral music and Camron doing Curtis song, what he said on the funeral music song, on the end of this song, he goes, I ain't trying to break up Dipset. He said, I'm trying to mold them or some shit like that. Then he says, we like Jimmy more than Cam anyway. Hey, Jim, man, you bugging because 50's kicking your ass right now on Instagram. You posting some bullshit. You need to post Jim Jones. Somebody said it's to Jim Jones. Jim Jones, go to the song 50 Cent Funeral Music, dissing Camron. At the end of the song, he says, when's the last time you liked Camron? We like Jimmy anyway. Balling. He added the balling. Dog, you playing checkers right now, my nigga. You take that and put that on and say, my nigga, you love my style. I gotta teach you niggas some, come on. Yo, Jim, come on, bro. ARP, this one, see shit like, ARP, you see how my mind works? You see how my hip-hop mind works? We ain't built like that, homie. Staten Island niggas can't think like that when it comes to hip-hop. Sorry. Now, this is where it gets interesting also. I ain't gonna say this broke my heart. I'm not saying that a hip hop tier, but to hear that Jim Jones was a nigga that made Camron, he was the one really rocking pink. So let me get this right. 01, 02, that's when Camron with the pink Lambo and the pink phenomenon. When he said I got half of New York wearing pink. Cam, you did say you got the half of New York wearing pink in a bar, you said years back in the day. So was it Jim Jones? See, now, interesting now, Jim, you can't say that because you know Cam and Mace going to come back and talk about that. Now, Cam, it's almost like Vybz Kartel. You know, he did the infamous laugh. That's not him. Matt Sus was the one who did that laugh. Vybz Kartel, even though he does the laugh, he always gives it up to Matt Sus. That's the nigga's name, Matt Sus. You know, Jamaica, they got crazy name. Foot Tub, Banana Foot Man, Tree Man. These niggas have weird, I'll just give you a name for Jamaica, whatever. So, that's interesting, yo. If that's true, all right? You know? And the funny thing about it, on funeral music also, Jim Jones, 50 said to Cam, you trying to sabotage Jimmy. Like, so Jim, you got to play this right, my nigga. You need to take that and put it on your gram. Can somebody send this to Jim Jones and teach him how to do the hip-hop war? The fuck going on here? You know what I mean? And then Cam on Curtis. Again, yo, Jim Jones, go to Camron's song, Curtis. He says, Jim ain't the president, he the CEO of Dipset Records. He said you the CEO. So Cam already, dog. Y'all niggas, man. But Jim, they're going to get you though, Jim. They're going to get you. The happiest nigga right now is Elliott Wilson because he's hoping to God that when these niggas come back Monday, they don't say nothing to him. They're going to get you, Elliott Wilson. Don't think. Don't think they might serve you up first and then get at Jim second. Elliott Wilson, don't try to run and hide and think shit is sweet, my boy. They gonna come after you also, all right? So let's stay focused, man. Yeah, man, but, I mean, obviously 50's not gonna rap anymore. This is what I miss. Niggas are not gonna rap. Niggas are gonna go on the gram, troll each other. You see 50 putting up mad pictures of Jim crying, all kind of, Jim, you're not gonna open, man, bruh. And I see Camron and them in the truck. They're going to respond Monday. I'm pretty sure. But I got to be honest. I didn't like when Cam on Instagram years ago. I think that was during the pandemic it was. When he's rocking the blue robe and sitting in the living room just shitting on Jim. I ain't like that though, bro. I ain't like that. That was. And see, all that. And them niggas still went into the verses after that. And got their ass kicked. Handed to them again, bro. So I don't know, man. Lox is, think about it. I'm talking about the Lox, G-Unit, and Dipset, and the Lox is still here. Dipset is gone, G-Unit is gone. Yeah, Uncle Murder and Tony Ayo, but I'm talking about the prime era, man. Niggas that still, you know what I mean? Somebody say Cam can rhyme, but Jimmy got better catalog to me. Okay, cool. I ain't mad at that. I'm still taking Camron on. And I don't even agree with Jim Jones has a better catalog than Camron. I'm not even co-signing that. You know what I mean? Like, nah. But leave comments at the bottom, man. What y'all think, man? We're gonna be expecting Monday. Cam, Mace, 50 gonna be trolling all weekend and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, it's your boy 3, man.